Good morning, everyone. This is a beautiful Saturday morning. I hope you are ready to start this off with a wake and bake with me and Drake. How are you all in YouTube land? Drake, how are you this morning?
Good morning. I'm just getting ready, rolling up a couple doobies, which I don't usually do. We had the harvest come down, so we're trying everything out. And I'm going to go for a little dirt bike ride later. So got to be prepped up for that.
Nice. That sounds amazing. Let me get chat popped out here, and I want to jump in on a dab right away. My anxiety is driving me crazy this morning. Going through the rough. What do you say?
Both. Going through them both.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, what are you going to go in on first?
First, I got to unmute. Then I'm quickly sharing this one off out there. And then I'm going to hop in on some, let's see, what jar do I want to look at? I think some GDP, the terp fraction of it, but it already started crystallizing a couple months ago. So we've kind of got some like saucy, waxy consistency or saucy diamondy consistency, I suppose. What about you? What are you hitting? You just got yourself a new plethora of stuff, didn't you?
I did get a whole bunch of stuff. I got quite a few stuff, but this morning, right now, I am going to go in on this white elephant.
Oh, nice.
Bubble hash rosin. There we go. I'm looking forward to hitting on that today, baking this anxiety away.
Yeah, we just sent off some of our product as well to be processed into some hash as we're still waiting on the freeze dryer to come on our end. But we're really excited to see kind of what it does, what it yields, how it works, if it comes off nice or planty. And then on the plus, we recently heard from a very reputable good buddy of ours that's a processor that they found a GMO cut that was giving 18% hash rosin return. Not even 18% bubble, but 18% hash rosin. So that's pressed. So that was blowing our mind. That's like a 20+% bubble run at least. So some of the higher numbers that I've heard, didn't see it firsthand, but I believe it. So that gets me inspired.
Awesome. Sounds amazing. Well, welcome everybody in chat. How are you doing today? We have Cameron turning in. Welcome. I'm going to get this dab in my bowl before it cools off too hot here. Before it cools off and I miss it.
Nice.
Cheers, everybody.
So Cam's applying his JMS today out there. Looked like it was ready. So that's on the go for our second foundational little treatment out of the 4. And then we get to plant. So that's fun. And I've been diddling
we should get Cam in here if he wants to join.
Yeah, jump on. I mean, he's out at his property, but the last time he came on, the Wi-Fi was pretty darn skookum. So I think we could be good.
Woo. I'm going to mute for a minute while I finish this dab off.
Nice. Well, I'll take over while I'm rolling these filters up for these dubs, and then I'll jump in on my dab because I feel like I'm missing out over here. Hell, I've got a coffee beside me that's just getting cold. I haven't been paying enough attention to, so better be careful. It's going to leave me. So what's everyone chowing down in chat, eh? What are you guys up to? What are you puffing down on? Hitting edibles? You dabbing, you smoking, hitting a pipe, doing hot knives with bud. We know some people do that. Whatever works, get it in you. Here. And rolling up some nuking, by the way. Some fingers. We don't stop much, so when we do, we got to get it in us. That'll be perfect.
Okay, did you say dabs with hot knives or like flour dabs with hot knives?
So hot knifing with flour. Just making our little buddy there makes little balls of flour, of his high-end flour, and hot knifes them with the blades, just like as per usual, as people would back in the day. So it's crazy. It works though. It works. If you're in a pinch. Oh, throwing mics all over the place. My goodness.
I had no idea you could actually do that. Hot knives with flour.
Oh yeah, that's the tribal special.
What with rosin? Yeah, but not with flour.
Flour.
You literally stick flour in there.
Ball, just a little ball of flour. If it's trichomed enough up, it's almost like a little ball of hash by the time you're done with it. But yeah,
So is it kind of like vaping almost? Would it be hot knife vaping?
I mean, I technically, but when you get the knives red hot, I mean, it's got to be pretty darn close to combustion or the same temperature. So it's going to be a little bit warmer on your throat than a good old fashioned vape.
Wow. Okay. Seems
But yeah,
crazy.
I mean, you can smoke. This is totally different. Now we're smoking, but you can smoke buds. I've seen people do it. You just get a nice tight bud. You can just light the end of the bud and smoke the bud without the paper. It's not going to work amazing, but I've seen it done.
Okay. Does anybody else hear Drake's mic clicking? Or
Clicking.
is it just
Click, click,
yeah,
click.
it's like now it's good. It's good now.
Oh,
was
I bet
weird.
maybe it's my little fingers rolling with the papers. Maybe you can just hear like.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I'm rolling up a storm over here, so I'll move the mic
I was
a little
like,
bit
what's
further
the
away.
what's the clickiness in my
Oh,
ears?
yeah. Sorry for everyone with headphones. You probably heard me just playing away over here.
That's
Next,
okay.
I'll start bouncing for you.
Let me turn. I could probably turn the volume down a little bit too. That'd be all right. So, well, welcome everybody. What's everybody smoking on
Yeah, I didn't-
today? How are you all doing? Anybody got some cool shit going on? What are you looking forward to? And if anybody would like to jump in and show their grow off today, we're just gonna have a nice little chill sesh today. I have the anxiety is going through the roof today. So I'm just going to try and chill that out today. I wanted to make sure we came on and did a live with you. We're going to try and come on every Saturday morning, come in and say hello to everybody. We're going to have some amazing guests coming on pretty soon. But this spring has just got us by the tail right now, doesn't it, Drake?
Sure does. It came in quick, came in warm. It's a little sporadic, that's for sure. We're getting the ups and downs, but when we get the chance to go out there and it's like I got burnt, like the summer sun showed up while I was out there working, not paying attention, and it scorched me the other day. So can't complain. But yeah, we are just going. We've got so much to do, and just with all the preparation we're doing, it's we're right on the front, but we're almost behind. So we're always moving. All right. Oh, filter's too big. I guess the joint was too small.
Too small. Gotta have a bigger joint, of
Yeah, the
course.
joint was too small. The filter's never.
Bingo says he hot knifed some rosin a while back, some hash. That's awesome. Some Corey's turtle farts. If you're out there, miss
Get it in
you,
ya.
Corey
Get it in.
rosin. Whatever happened to that guy? If
Oh,
anybody
nice.
ever knows. Lots of people in the cannabis industry. How are you doing? Cameron says he's down to show the fields. That'd be cool. Yeah, if you want to do
Thanks
that,
in chat,
Cameron,
hop
that'd be
on.
awesome. Hop on. Or anybody else that wants to hop on. Oh, Elka, how are you? Yay, you're finally here at the beginning.
Nice.
Welcome.
Hey,
Welcome,
before I roll another,
welcome.
I'll do a dab. Let's go. A sip of coffee first. Prioritize.
Oh, okay. So let me clean this out and let's get on another one. I'm gonna get on another one right away.
Here we go.
So I'm curious, who else does use cannabis for anxiety out there? Is there anybody else that does that? That looks good.
Me,
Drake.
pick me, pick me.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Who else uses it and what do you use?
My ADHD.
What do you like to use?
You're
I
anxious
know.
all the time, just like you. I guess it's just sometimes it comes on. There's nothing you can do, and heavy cultivars usually do the trick for me for some reason. If it's first thing in the morning, though, I will not. I'll not avoid a nice speedy cultivar. It'll still bring me down compared to like just the morning jitters, let's call them. Right, you wake up first thing, you're kind of out of it. You're not at a level baseline because you've been sleeping for how many hours, and sometimes just a little bit off. You gotta get your body right back on point.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm gonna go into something a little bit more saucy. I actually went to the store and I actually bought Tangy. I never
Ooh,
buy Tangy.
We were talking about that.
So this is what the terpene profile
Come on.
is.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Limonene, linalool. Ooh, alpha bisabolol. I never pronounced that one right at all, but that's cool to see that in there. What's the
So there
profile
you
on this
go.
Tangy then?
So
Is it very like standard Tangy citrus, or does it have something
it
more?
does have a little citrusy, and there's a little bit of hash in there because I kind of got another piece of hash in there when I dabbed it the other day. But
Little mixing.
that's what it looks like. Yeah, I mixed a little piece in there and see it, but it's pretty good. It's actually surprisingly not overpoweringly citrus, because that's what I'm always afraid of, is that because
Some of
do
them
that.
are too. Some of them are.
Yeah.
I've had some, seen some pretty loud Tangies.
Well, I grew that classic that what was it? Orange Hill, whatever the fuck. Can't remember the name of it. Classic Orange Hill OG or whatever it was. It was Orange Hill that I grew a few years ago. And it was so orangey. Like it was orange cleaner in your face, but it was so orangey that after you dabbed with it, you literally couldn't taste any other thing after that. It was everything tasted like orange. It was that orange. And so I was like,
That's the
I don't.
Tropicana too. The Tropicana
Oh,
will fuck your rig right up.
yeah, I don't know that I'm so much into all that because you just really can't taste it. But this one actually was not that orangey, and I really like it. So I'm gonna go in on another hit today. I only had one hit of it yesterday. I wanted to try it out. So let's have that today. Lobster, how are you today? Oh, Vortex. Oh my God, I had Vortex from Corey. Vortex is good. Yum me. If anybody has any Vortex seeds they want to send me, I'd love some. I'll trade you some. Or Cinex. Cinex was another good one out there that I really liked. What are some other cultivars that you guys really liked? That were some of your favorites. You're muted, Drake.
I'm just doing breathing exercises. Don't worry about me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking. Drake's trying to catch his breath.
Fish out of water right now. It's so caustic. So caustic. It's good and flavorful out the yin and yang, but like, my goodness. I'm getting my lungs bad, please.
Here comes Cameron. We'll let Cameron get in here and get set up. Oh, I didn't give you a co-host. That's why you don't know that. There you go. There we go.
Feel the power.
There we go. Give you the power.
Hey, good morning, Cam. Oh,
We'll let him get a minute.
let him
His
get his
mic's
audio
setting
set
up.
up. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, good morning, Cam.
That's good.
Good
You guys aren't getting
morning.
feedback.
Nope, you're good. You're a little tiny bit choppy, but pretty good.
Okay.
So how's your morning going so far? What are you up to? You showing us the property?
Yeah, it's going really good. I was actually just using your guys' show as a bit of motivation here. My body is so tired from yesterday. I just had to wake up before I do this second foundational application of the JMS and some JLF. So I figured before I do that, I may as well show what we're working with off to the rest of the viewers so they can see the progress for the rest of the season. Sorry, I'm just switching the camera here.
No, that's perfect. Great. We've been meaning to get out there and show off what's been going on. So let's see once the camera catches
Okay.
up. All right. Just nice and slow for us, but it's looking good.
Yeah, you can probably narrate it to what we're looking at, Drake, if you want to.
Yeah, that'll work. We just spotlighted, so the picture just caught up, and we're looking at one of the two smaller fields now. They're side by side. We've got obviously this kind of rudimentary irrigation set up with just the 1,000-liter totes. We just plumbed in some PVC and it's gravity fed. We open up the valve and there's little holes drilled at each plant site nearby so that it's able to soak the areas near to where the plants grow. It's not necessarily right on them because it's pretty forceful water, so we don't want it, eating away our roots.
Okay, give me a minute, you guys. I'm trying to spotlight him and it is not letting me spotlight because he has to stop for a second because he's like really breaking up. There we go. Now it's going in.
All right, there. And now where we are now, we're looking at just one of the holes with the old root masses in it. This is the tote with just our basic setup. These fields are what, maybe 60 feet or 40 feet by 25 feet, something like that for these ones. This one's a little bit larger. They're both nice areas. They're rather shaded. They get a decent amount of sun just based on how it moves through the day, but for a good majority, they have some shade. So we get to see a couple different areas because the bottom field that we're going to see next is very full sun. Here he's just showing us some of the nice natural, just what grows around there. We've got some nice grasses, pretty diverse, just natural cover crop, and a few different mosses and things. And he's got quite a few animals out there. Right now, there's actually less than more, and there's still lots. They've got some goslings and ducklings that are just on the go. They got a gang of turkeys, so we can see one coming up, a little bit patchy, but it's coming in. And there's a group of them. I don't know what to call them. I want to say a gaggle of turkeys.
That's right.
Oh, that's perfect. And there we go. And then we've got we're walking past this little trailer that we're making our JMS in, as well as just going to set up for some of the vegetative growth prior to transplanting. Looks like we might get a little peak season there. I'm curious, see what it looks like. Oh yeah, so these are our JMS large scale. They're in 200 liter, 55 gallon, well 50 gallon drums is what's in there. And that's what we've been making, a little bit larger scale. These ones are made right at the colder end, right at the 19 degrees, 19 to 20 degrees. So you don't want to go any lower than that. And there we've got some of the plants that we've been trailering out, sitting, getting ready. And this year we got a third field. This is the largest field. This is the main full sun field. We're actually probably going to be separating the irrigation into two parts, as we had to add a bunch of little valves in just to make it so that it would only feed half at a time because we weren't getting even pressure. And then I designed the system improperly in the sense that I didn't connect all of them at the end. I just capped everything. So obviously we have to wait till the pressure lines up, and then you don't get easy distribution. So now we're going to go through, sync everything up at the end, connect them all so it's all a pressurized system, and then it stays a lot more even. And yeah, there we see some nice stems from last season, some stalks, and the plants got in really late last year. We did a lot of the foundational work, and just like I took a little excavator and dug up all the rows, just one row at a time, a bucket deep, 3 feet deep, roughly a bucket wide, sorry. And,
okay, I just got to interrupt you for 1 sec because it's 4:20 somewhere in about
oh, beautiful.
a minute. So I'm
everyone
hitting,
prep
so
up.
keep talking.
Prep up. I will prep up while I'm chatting for this 420. And yeah, that was a nice view of the bottom there. So we can see all these pipes are not connected. So we're going to have to elongate a few of them, connect them all up, and it's going to even our pressure a fair amount. So that's kind of our next little step. And yeah, we're going to be sticking plants in everywhere this season. We are, we're blessed. We're in Canada. We're ACMPR covered to the moon essentially for plant count. So we're probably not even going to work up to the max numbers, but we're going to be sticking plants wherever we can without crowding them too much. And then we're going to try a few spots in like a little more of a guerrilla sense without giving them too much love, just to see how they take with this property, because the property itself has been pretty untouched for a long time, aside from just like regular organic farming. There's a farm next door that's a beautiful little organic farm, and thanks for showing us that, Cam.
Yeah, no problem. Just a quick little tour so you can get an idea of what it looks like before all the vegetative growth starts booming and taking over. This is in its infant stages, so it's only going up from here. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now and just listen for the rest of the show, but thank you guys very much for letting me on for the moment.
Thank you, Cam. Thanks for coming on. And yeah, it's going to be incredible. It already compared to where it was last season, because I was in there with an excavator, a little 35D with tracks on it, like metal tracks. We ripped up the property a fair amount. I'm decent on it, and we used it respectfully, so it wasn't too bad. But just obviously taking a bucket full and peeling it all up and adding some soil and doing the irrigation, it wasn't looking insane. And already now, just this spring, just the one season, it looks beautiful. So I can't wait to see how it comes through, and we'll give you some updates from there for sure.
Cool. I'm gonna hit on some more of this tansy actually.
Yeah, I got distracted as usual, so I'm gonna go in on the Death Bubba this time if I can find it.
Cheers, everyone.
Nice. Yeah, and there's a few other awesome things, like they got some bees out there at Cam's place, which is fun. A whole bunch of land behind that we can explore and do some sustainable foraging and just source for different things. There's lots of maples, the odd birch. We're predominantly pine around here, but just it's cool to just go and adventure, right, and see what's out there. I think there's a mine, he was saying, close enough so we can go check out a mine, and maybe we'll make some of our own inputs or have the availability to just grab some of the stuff we need. And it's just super cool for exploring and getting out in nature nonetheless, when all we can really do is go in our local areas right now. Like especially here, we just got a new update, and we have to stay pretty close. We can't go anywhere that's outside of our main pretty well jurisdiction, I guess it would be called, without some sort of proof that it's essential. So just gotta keep where we are and get out what we can and still enjoy nature and use these platforms to chat with each other. So how's the dab, Tara? It's my turn.
That dab was amazing. Been doing amazing. Good dab. It was a good dab. Very good dab. Woo. Yes. Let me catch up with chat. What's going on out there? Let's see. I got lost here for a sec while I was watching the garden tour. Lobster says he needs Vortex beans too. Yes. Somebody needs to feminize that and give that out to everybody. What were you showing, Drake?
I found my elusive Bubba jar. I thought I was gonna have to go back in on the GDP, so I'm just happy.
Okay. And also, if you're hanging out with us in chat, don't remember to have a live chat up, but not top chat, or you'll miss some of the comments.
And if you're enjoying it, always give us a thumbs up and a share. We appreciate it. Just trying to get some info, or hang out, dab, and just
And by the way, because I'm a cannabis channel, it's 21 and older, or 18, 21 and older, I think it is. And they will no longer, my videos are no longer shared out. And so the only way my information gets out there is really by having you guys share it out. So if you think someone would like my channel, or somebody might want to hear about information about growing, or the regenerative conferences that we have recorded on there, any of the Jadam, the growing practices that we're getting down into. So any of those things that someone might be interested in, please send them our link and share this out for us. We'd really appreciate it.
It goes a long way, and for the community too. And Tara has recently just drugged me over and brought me over to the Twitch, listening to all these different users doing their own music, doing their own streaming, so on and so forth. But over there, it's really community based with individuals, at least that we've been speaking with and interacting with, and just all of them work together. The streamers work together. They send each other to each other's platforms. They do raids, it's called. So even after this, maybe all of us will go hop to whoever's channel is live and go say hey and give a nice shout out and follow them and see what they're doing, and just stuff like that to help build the community. Because for things like our community over here, like on YouTube, with the cannabis community, with being 21 and older, at least 18 and older, and not being able to get the recognition from the platform just because we're kind of blackballed, we really need to help each other and do these things. And then if you want to get the most information for ourselves, that's the best way too, right? We're always lurking in these chats anyway, so might as well make it more prominent. But it's my turn to dab. Let's get it.
Yeah, Weedist, he says that's BS. YouTube needs to get with the program. You're exactly right. But the sad thing is, I mean, it's like the rest of the world. The rest of the world isn't with the program. I mean, think about it. I was blind for so long. I thought cannabis was this terrible drug, and it was awful and unfortunate. It's gonna lay like that for a long time until more and more of us get out there and start talking about it and just show that it's normal and it's natural and that people can use this to heal themselves. And it's amazing. So it is crap, but you know what? That's what you guys have dealt with. Everybody's been dealing with that. The challenge is education, education. And it's educating one person at a time and getting out in the community and talking to people. Or like we're getting out in here, we're getting out in social media. There's a lot of social media out there right now, you guys, which is really pretty cool that people are trying to get together and have these big groups where you can come in and just hang out and chill with people. There's some really cool ones on Twitch. If you join the Discords over there, they have Discord behind scene chats all the time, and they're always chatting over there. So if any of you are feeling a little lonely right now in this time, you feel like you want to get out, you want to see some people, you're feeling pinned up, this is the next best thing. As you can see, I've kind of lit it up back here. There is actually a dance party that goes on and takes place over on a channel over there that one of our friends, Crazy Cassie, that was on last time, introduced me to. And at 10 o'clock, you can go over there and dance for a half hour. Join the Zoom party, and nobody talks for a whole half hour. It's completely dancing, and they can show you off on the screen if they want to. I think they do sometimes. I don't know. So it's just kind of fun. It's just kind of because and all ages. There's all ages over there. It's crazy. There was
It's
2 or 3
very
screens.
diverse. Yeah, it's very diverse. If you're into any sort of EDM or any of that stuff and just interacting and stuff, it's the place for you. And if you're not, it's probably not. But there's also other streams and other locations that are more themed for everybody, right? So there's kind of a piece of pie for everyone to take from. You just got to look for it. Super cool.
Yeah,
new to me as well. So I'm glad that you finally coaxed me over there. You've been pushing at me for a while, so.
It's been pretty fun. Anybody else following any everything in on Twitch? Anything on Twitch you all are following? Anything
Oh, we know Pedro's over on Twitch. They're over there sessioning up, doing their thing.
Is there any other weed channels over there? I wanted to go check out. There's some more that I want to go check out over there. But I've been getting into the music. I guess I am a little bit different. I like to listen to different genres and different stuff at different times of the day and kind of how my mood feels. So I can kind of like change it up. I'm not someone that gets into one band or one group and goes all the way into that. I just like a lot of different variety.
Totally. Right there.
What's everybody else's take on everybody in chat? I would love to know, what type of music do you listen to during the day? And where do you listen to it at? Or do you listen to music? Maybe you listen to podcasts all the day. I'm really curious.
And we're less interested in what music you don't listen to, because music is great for everyone in their own way. So we're just curious on what stuff you do like and what you listen to throughout the day.
Music brings everybody together. It really does. So does cannabis. Speaking of which, let's have another dab.
Hand in hand, don't you say?
I say, let's have another dab. Let's go in on, I'm going to pull out. I had some cookie punch last night. Let's have another one. I don't know if it was that great. Let's see. I want another one. Got to try it out. Here's this one. Cookie punch. There you are.
Ooh, that looks fantastic. This isn't what got sent off, but it's similar kind of structure, all foxtail-y, and similar resin content to what we sent off. But here's one of, if it's going to come through at all, some nukin, some foxtail-y little nukin, but really loud profile. Suspect plant. But this is what I've been rolling up. Suspect in the sense that it grows interesting, and I've definitely seen some herms come early, but I'm in there like a hawk, watching them and plucking them, pulling the plant when needed.
Bingo says, same with me. He listens to all kinds of music. Cool. By the way, Bingo, I saw you over there in one of those Discords.
Bingo, you've been spotted.
You've been spotted, Bingo. Actually, Drake spotted you. He's like, hey, Bingo's in this Discord.
I had nothing to do with this. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, whatever. Oldies for you. 60s and actually, there's a cool 80s channel that 80s and 90s. One day they were playing some cool old throwback music, and then last night there was another DJ that plays some old music.
Oh yeah, and I got to jam to some like I like hip hop. There was some old school hip hop last night that I ended up with. This morning there was a lady somewhere from Germany that was just killing it. It's lots of fun.
Yeah, I like all the accents too. Going and listening to people around the world. And talking to people around the world is so much fun. We've been talking to some people from the UK and hanging out with them, and a cannabis use over there is like, no, it's really scary over there, so they have to really be careful. You can't show the bongs on the rig. You can't be like doing anything like, no. Yeah, we can on ours because it's legal where we are. That's how Twitch, I guess, feels about that. If it's legal where you're at, it's okay. But if it's not legal where you're at, they'll take your video down.
Yeah, but it's wild how we still keep how the community still keeps finding each other, right? We still, no matter where we are, what platform, we somehow find someone that's like sneaking in the corner, still doing their dabs, like commenting on.
Did I see Carrie come through? Carrie, hi Carrie, I missed you. Casey, hey Casey, hope you're doing well. We never did ever sesh up, girl. Oh yeah, did you? Okay, so my Discord, we had a little Miss Fupa, should I say? The person that was helping me set up my Discord, we're not quite ready yet, and I didn't want to rush them. So it's not quite set up yet, but what I might do is have them set up something so at least I can talk to you in the Discord, and then we'll launch the other educational part maybe a little bit later. But that person that's helping me out with that had to go away for a few days. So we had to put that a little bit on the back burner. So we're going to try and get that going again, but definitely I am getting a Discord going up. Definitely. Discord, I think Discord is kind of a cool place to it's kind of like I would say your bulletin board where you can always go there and see what people are doing. And I think it's really cool.
And it's been going kind of hand in hand with these platforms. And yeah, it's exactly like you said. It's just we want to just make sure that it's doesn't have to be precise or perfect, let's call it, but just very on point, and just not having too many loose ends, as much as we're going to use everyone's interaction to help us ensure it gets there. So I'm excited though. It is definitely coming together. And Discord is it's interesting to navigate, but it's good once you get there.
Yeah, it is. And another thing, I want to be there for you guys too, to walk you through it. That's another thing that's really cool with Zoom and with Discord is you can go on there and video talk to people, and you can walk people through things. Like if they, like Drake had an issue the other night, we couldn't get his mic to work, and there's someone there that was willing to walk you through this. So it's really cool that I think we're finding these new things out there, and as more things come along. And if there's any of you that would like to have some information or don't quite understand something that we're talking about, please reach out to us. I'd gladly do a Zoom with you and send you a link and have a chat. We don't have to text. We can actually talk. Bingo says he joined the Discord because I sent him. I thought that's what it was, because I sent you guys all there the other night after 420. That's exactly what I said. That's funny. But hey, it's fun. It's fun to hang out over there. What else are we doing? I just got plants sexed, by the way. Finally, I have some of them. So I have like enough to pick from right now, but I don't have enough for my grow right now. I don't have enough females yet. So I'm hoping these next batch that I put in there to get sexed, the darkness test, I'll have a couple more females to pick from. And I'm definitely looking forward to this year's grow. And I definitely have my buckets of JMS and stuff going, and I have my fertilizers going, and I'm super excited, super excited to go down this road, you all. So get out there and do something in your garden today. I hope y'all get outside and touch the ground and feel the ground, or touch your plants. Y'all have touched plants indoors, I'm sure. Touch your plants.
Touchy. With clean hands. Clean those dirty little hands first.
Exactly. Well, y'all, I think it's been an amazing morning hanging out with y'all, having a nice little chill. I want another dab before we take off here. I said I was going to take a dab of that cookies, and I didn't.
Cookies it up then. And I think it did great. This is a great little anti-anxiety morning for stream, right? Like it was just a laid back, hangout chat. The only thing I wanted to comment on, because I think it's super cool, is just that little darkness trick and tip that you're rocking out, which is just once, I believe they're 3 to 4 nodes high. Probably do it a little sooner if you had to. You just sneak them in darkness for 48 hours. And then after that, put them back to regular, and they're showing their sex. How quick for you? Like within a month or something like that, or is it within like a week?
It was like 2 weeks.
Within like 2 weeks from that point.
2 weeks. I'm getting the plants to sex.
And I was on board.
And it doesn't seem to hurt them or hold them back. Like they look great.
I'm finding clones and certain seeds sometimes show off their pistils or their sacs relatively soon if you just veg them, especially if they get root bound and stuff, 1 to 3 months. I have definitely found out that is not the case for everything, and it is very smart to just properly test them, because you might end up with a little faux pas, as we mentioned, or a little fake out. Like I had a big old palm tree male that I had put clones in the flower before I realized it was a male, and I'd taken care of this thing for months, and it just had the most like how they're kind of like that whatever shape for the female pistons. I can't pronounce, like ovule or what, I can't pronounce the or say what that shape is, but they're not as round like the sacs, right? They looked like the female parts, and they were not. As soon as it started in flower, it threw off sacs like no tomorrow. But cheers, Tara. Nice dab. I just got this last one rolled up. That'll be the starter. There's a kind of a chain of command for these ones.
Nice.
This is how you introduce everyone, and then you bring out this stuff halfway and scare everyone else off, so you make sure you get the last one yourself.
Drake's going bike riding, y'all. Drake bought a bike. Tell him about your bike you bought.
Almost bought it and had it broken in my mind within 12 hours. But I got a 2014 gas, and I ended up, it's a dirt bike. It's a 250, and it's a 2-stroke, which I never ever thought I'd get, but it's kind of geared for the trails around here in BC and in this area with really tight tree trails, and you need a bike that's geared for that and not going to overheat and stuff. So it's the great one for it. But then I ran into a tree real good during the first ride, and the only ride so far. and it was fine all after that. But then once I tried to fire it up by myself, being a little bit less familiar with the bikes, I just got one again recently. As soon as I turned it on, it redlined. It went right to max RPM and pinged out. And I'm turning it off, sketching out, trying to figure out everything, pulling on cables and seeing if it's a throttle cable, this and that. Couldn't figure it out. My buddy that comes by is confident in bikes. He came by and he plugged around, and it was the throttle cable, a little sticky. So it was a pretty simple fix. And yeah, anyways, we're gonna try to go ride again a little bit later and go see nature. And we have a buddy's house out there that's got a really nice property as well. So we're gonna go hang out there and then go for a hike probably.
So does Bingo say he wants you to name your bike Herman? Is that what he said? Name him Herman.
That up right now. So are you gonna name it Herman? Herman the bike?
Name him Herman.
Gas name Herman. Herman sounds like he's gonna give me a hurting though. I don't know if I like that.
Smoke a fatty on it. Okay, what does FMF stand for?
See, I'm the worst. It's a fucking
all these acronyms.
FMF. Geez, I can't even fucking say the word because I'm tongue twisted out right now. But I believe it's exhaust. Anywho, I'll bring up a picture of it one of these next shows, and if I don't destroy it by then.
On the plant with balls. No, the plant with balls. What? I'm lost. All right, sorry, Bingo. I fell back behind. Probably a comment that I lost you when I was dabbing. Well, y'all, I think we're gonna call this a nice little sesh and turn off the YouTube live. But I will leave the link out here. I'm gonna put it in chat right now. By the way, I'm gonna paste it right here. And if you guys want to come in and smoke, I'm gonna hang out here and finish my coffee with my cool cup that my beautiful friend Kathy, my sister Kathy, got me. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. I love seeing that every time. Kathy's
That's
so
just
great.
badass.
You're awesome, Kathy.
I just
Everyone
love her.
Make sure to see Kathy.
Everybody, go follow Kathy on Cannabis if you're not already following her over there. She's the beautiful lady. I just love her. I love my sisters.
We'll make sure to
love
sneak
all
her
you
on
out
for one of
there.
these next lives.
I really appreciate you all hanging out with me. Jake, I appreciate all your support. If I didn't have you this morning,
Likewise.
I would not have went live
Oh,
because
we
let
got
me
it.
tell you, my anxiety was crazy. And I love hanging out with y'all. It's awesome to meet you. Lobster, by the way, I should have modded you up, by the way. You need to be modded up. If I've met you, I need to mod you up. And I think it's amazing that we have this community that we're building here. I think it's amazing that we're all learning how to farm naturally together and heal ourselves naturally. And I look forward to more of our shows. So thanks, everyone. Drake, any final words?
Nope, you killed. Well, I guess yes, you killed it, and we'll definitely be coming at you in the future with a bit more concise and a bit more lax episodes. We've got some things lined up. Lots of farming, nonetheless. So everyone have a fantastic day.
All right, y'all. As always, love and peace.